Hey, this is Steven from Legit Tech Tutorials and the Green Engineers, and welcome back to my tutorial series. This one is the Shredder version 14, I believe, something like that. So I plan on doing at least 2 videos here, and then I need 10 minutes here to get dressed for work, and then also clean out a little bit of the trunk of my car. So we're gonna do 2 videos here. I believe that will be caught up for missing Thursday and Friday, and also have one video for today, as I caught up a little bit yesterday. So basically, what we need to do is we need to go back through here within these next 2 videos and double check everything, that everything is going to work. So work with each other. So I know a lot of these components work. There is some. I believe that they are still like not quite going into each other, meshing into each other. And also, it looks like this shredder dial is not going to fit in between each other here. So what I'm saying is that it's not going to clear this spacer here. So if we go here to here, that's 485, and the shredder dial, this thing is half an inch tall. So hopefully so this is using spacer, but I think this is an old version of the spacer. Oh, which spacer is it? This one or this one? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna individually get new versions of the spacers. There's 24 of these, so it might take a while. Let's see what happens. See if it crashes the program. No? Okay. So now the spacers are in there. And how big is the diameter of the spacer here? Diameter is 1 point. Okay, so it looks like these are way further in, so that's a good sign. So let's go ahead and check here. Yeah, so now we got way more space. So that's fine. So now these are going to clear. So that also means that we can move these in a little bit and still have enough room. So I don't know which one of these are. I'm guessing it's these ones. So these are, I really need to delete the other one. So I'm going to figure this out and then delete the other one. Does it say? Oh, spacer version 10. So this one, we could delete this one. Sure you want to delete? Yes. Okay, then let's rename it. Okay, so now we have the right spacer, and the spacer is smaller in diameter, and I believe this is the same one that we have on our regular layout. This is a different one. This one. This is actually the drawing itself here. Okay, so let's see. Spacer V10, yeah. So this is actually the one that we sent for the drawing. And then we have the bearing adapter here. I know that that works, but what we're going to do is we're going to change this, I know, to 4. I only put 2? Oh, yeah, that's not right. That is not right. Oh, this has got a lot of issues here. This is supposed to be 8. Okay, so again, reason for 8 is we have this again is half inch, so we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we need 8. So that's right. This is 2, this is 2, this is 2, 8, 24, 24, 4, 4, 4, 4, etc. Sync gear 2, and this is the right gear, yes. Okay, so that's good. Okay, so what I'm also going to have to do is I'm going to have to give them this new DXF here. So I need to make sure everything is like projected correctly. Which it looks like it is. There's no issue here. But let's see what happens if we update these two. It might break this. No, it didn't. And if we show and unshow, looks to be right. Get latest. Okay, so let's go back to that front and back unit there. Front and front bearing support. So let's look here. So again, if we look at the one of the zero offset dials here. Sure, assembly spacer. Okay, we're good on that. We're good off that one. This one we'll keep on there. So, oh, this is a manufacturing. We don't want a manufacturing. So this again is 2.5 in diameter. So basically these are in 2.5. So again, we need to talk about this location could be, I believe their location is really good, but obviously their cutting are plus or minus 5. I believe their locating is really, really good on this machine. So the positional accuracy is pretty good. So it's just that cutting, it could open up or close or do whatever. It could, because it's going to have a kerf, right? And the kerf is going to vibrate a little bit. And so I think that this should be okay if we just tighten up this this guy here. So again, this is 2.5, so we want it slightly closer. This is 30 thou. I think 30 thou should be fine. We just need a slight overlap so that they are together. But if that was the case, because they are promising me 10, so it's 20, and then we want another 30 thou over that. So it needs to go 20, so that's 10. So it needs to be like 25, because it could be up to 10 thou in. So the positional accuracy that these guys are promising are plus or minus 10 at the worst, and plus or minus 5 usually. So basically that's 10. So what I mean by that is that the dial could be 10 small. It could be 10 smaller on one side and 10 smaller on the other side. So that means that they won't. If I only have a 10 thou to get closer together, they might not completely meet each other. So if I do a 10 thou, if I do 10 thou just to take up that slack, 10 thou on this side, 10 thou on the other side, so that's 20 thou, which of course is 10 thou on this side, 10 thou on this side, it's 20 thou. And then I want it to overlap 30 thou. So that's another 15 and 15. So that's 25, 25, basically. So if we look here, I have my actual good calipers. So let's see, 30 thou. But again, we don't want to get too close, because, and again, that 10 thou, oh, so I told them don't make it any bigger. So maybe I should flip that they could actually make it bigger. Because if they make it smaller, then that is an issue. And if they make it exact size, that is an issue. So maybe we'll change the tolerance a little bit so that they could actually make those blades bigger. So we don't have to worry so much about these guys here. So what I'm talking about is my tolerance sheet, which is in layout. This is layout for dimensions. Where's that guy at? That's not it. This is it. Okay. So maybe make this guy a. Oh, here it is. So here I'm saying basically make it smaller, but what I'm thinking is make it bigger, -0 plus 20. So that way it'll overlap and I don't have to mess too much. And then basically that will determine how much it overlaps, but that will make sure that it mandatory overlaps. So what I could do is say go how much I want it to overlap, and then it'll either overlap more or less. So here, let's say that we overlap it 30, that's fine. But then that means that it could overlap another 20. So if that's the case, so this is 50. It's total 50 overlap. So it could overlap up to 20 on one side, 20 on the other side. So that's 40. So now we're at 90. And now that means that we're basically pretty close to this guy here. So let's go see here. Oh, we're already still in there. So now if we look, we'll see that we're actually really, really close to, yeah, so this is 90. But I did make this one plus 0 minus something. So this, what I think that we should do is have that 50. 50 is probably the minimum that I want to have it overlap. And then it will overlap more or less. But it could overlap up to 50. Or up to 40. So that is 40 thou. So this is up to... So this is up to 50 thou here. Overlap, and it could be at plus 40, so it could be about 90 thou. Anywhere in between those two areas there. And I think that's going to be the best for this guy. So here again, so 50, and then if we get 40 from the blades, then that means that we have a total of 90. And here it says we have 90. But in actuality, this guy here is the plus 0 minus 20. So this guy should be fine. So they're going to do 20 inset, and then whatever it ends up being is what it ends up being. So this is actually going to give us more at or more. If that's the case, we're going to have 5 thou clearance here or less or more clearance. So that's good. So this, I think we're going to change this to minus 0 plus 0.020. Deviation plus 0 plus 20 minus 0. And then you can see here that this is the bearing spacer itself. And this is 136. So let me do some text here. So this is spacer, and this is bearing spacer. Okay. So this is, you see here. Oh, what did I do? This is plus 20. Oops. Ooh, it's a good thing I caught that. Why is this plus 20? Should be minus 20. Okay, so this is messed up. So yeah, let's definitely use this hour to make sure that this guy is primo. So this should be deviation minus 0.020. Lower, we want it to be smaller by 20. 0 and plus 0. So, because this has to fit in the bearing, so it has to be the exact size. So this is size to fit, right? So these are 6006Z. 6006. Z bearing. I think that's it. So 6006 ZZ. Says 6006Z. Let's go on my Amazon here. Double check, make sure that this is right. Let's look up bearing. I think this is going to be like 2018. Yeah, 6. Oh, so it's 2 Z's. So this is a 30 millimeter inner bore. 30 millimeters, 1.181. Yeah, that's fine. So let's, yeah. This is not that big of a deal. This one is. This one's, yeah, pretty exact. Yeah, etc. Blah, blah, blah. So, let's get latest here. Get latest. Oh, in the model environment. So let's see what happens when we. That's this one, and I hid that bar at the end if you're wondering. And when you save, get latest. Okay, so now this is good. This precision, we want 3. I mean, pretty much all precision, we want 3. Linear precision. Okay, so cool. All right, now we should be good. So that's this plus 2. Okay, so that's good. This is nominal. This is nominal. This is nominal. This is nominal. This needs to be tighter. This is our quarter 20. And then basically this is this, and this is this, right? So 5, 5, boom, 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 boom. Okay, so that's good. That's good. That's good. This is nominal. So just aim at that. So basically just cut on 3/2 and then whatever. And then this one cut on 3/2, cut on 6. I could say that here. So basically what that means is this is actually plus 10, minus 10, so it's just a nominal number. Just shoot it at that, it doesn't really matter. This one obviously does matter, it can't be any thicker than that because it'll press on the bearing So basically inlay that. That can be radius has to be bigger. So this is, and then this is going to give us me issues again. So if I do that, so that's be plus 20 bigger radius. So that's good. Okay, bearing spacer, boom, 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 boom. Spacer, boom. Okay, this needs to drop down a little bit. But I mean, you get the idea. Just delete that. Okay, that's good. Plus 2. Okay, that's good. That's good. Alright, so let's see any other issues. So now this is going to be closer. Whoa, what happened? Oh, there it goes. This is going to be closer. This is going to be further away by a little bit. These aren't going to push on this thing. So again, the gears are very, very tight. So plus or minus 20 should be really, really good. So basically what they're going to shoot at is they're going to shoot it at, if they're plus or minus 10, they're going to shoot it at right in the middle. So we could have plus 10. It could be really tight or it could start to get really loose. Right, so I'll show you guys that here. What the heck? This is also wrong. Oh man. There we go. So now that means that these are not quite gonna go all the way into the other one, and they're gonna be, so basically what this number means is that everything is gonna be inlaid, right? And so here, if it says plus 20, what it's gonna do is he's actually gonna shoot the laser in here. It's gonna be offset 20 or 10 on the inside because he's plus or minus 10. So he's gonna offset at 10. So either it's gonna go all the way to 20, or it's going to go to 0 at the maximum tolerance. Same thing with this. Basically, he's going to shoot, make sure that it's this, so he's going to shoot on the inside, because this is a nominal, and this is a nominal, and if that's the case, it's going to make this radius bigger, so he's just going to shoot on the inside. Same thing with this. It's not going to be any bigger, so he's going to shoot on the inside 10. And then here, obviously, same deal. He's going to shoot on over here 10, and he's going to be able to get it where it needs to go. Okay, same deal with this. Inside, outside 20, 10, and then it's either plus or minus 10. All right, so now what that means is I would really like to rebuild this guy. Where'd it go? This guy. So let's see if we can't update all of these guys over time here. So we could double check that all of these designs work. We're going to do this very slowly, and what we're going to do is we're going to save everything first. Just in case we have a crash. We have everything saved. Okay. Why is it still 2.5? Oh, did I change it here? This is supposed to be 35. Or, let's see. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 35, but let's double check. Oh, 15. That's 10. This is 5 plus another 10. Yeah, so that's fine. So minus 15. Cool. Save. Save. Update. Save. Update. Why is this? This one's not right here. Why is it doing that? Oh, something's weird here. I deleted something. Because it looks like it's translating here as far as this one, but not that one. Very strange. And here it looks like this is very thin. I wonder why that is. 375. Okay, so I definitely didn't do that. 0.375. There we go. Yeah. Looks good. Okay, so now let's save that, see what happens. Okay. So now, how does it look? There we go. Okay. Finish sketch, hide it, cool. Save it, cool. Update. Save. Save. Open. There it goes. Uh-oh. What the heck is this crap? Oh, this is the outside. Okay, dimension. There, cool. Alright, everything looks good in here now. So make sure everything's saved, save. Update, save. Go here. Update. Oh, shouldn't have done that. Now it's gonna crash. Come on, don't crash. Oh, I think there's only a couple components now that are still there. Come on. Yes. So now, oh, okay, I see. So now these are here, but I don't have the bearings in there. And there's supposed to be 2 of these bearing spacers. That's what's in there, right? Bearing spacers. Flange bearing spacers. I think that's that one. Are these the right ones? No, it's supposed to be these ones. So I'll get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and stop here, and I'll start on the next video in 2 seconds. So I'll see you guys in the next video.